Hello, what's up? Today I want to talk about focus. You know, some exercises on how to expand your ability to focus. And you can increase your attention span. It's something very useful. Most definitely, you can definitely apply it to a lot of areas in your life. The reason it came up was I was on a walk the other day with my friend, and we were talking, and the topic came up. We were talking about TikTok and like social media and shit like that, and we were just mentioning how it like basically fucking like nukes your like attention span. And she mentioned how she couldn't, that she found herself uh, like struggling to even watch a Netflix movie like afterwards because she was like, man, I'm so used to just TikTok 1 minute videos, and you just get the stimulation and then boom, onto the next. And so she caught herself like not able to really focus on things that should be regular of watching a movie or whatever. And so she mentioned that the other day, and then I was talking with my neighbor over here across the street last night, and he was telling me that he wants to get into meditation. He like really, he's reading about the benefits, and he's like, it's his body's like asking him to like get into that. He's leaning towards that. But when it comes time to meditate and things like that, he can't sit still. He can't like bring himself to like focus on the meditation, on the task at hand. And so I can definitely relate to that. I definitely struggled with that at first, and from time to time I still, you know, deal with the issues behind that because that's kind of how it is. Like going through life, you got your attention pulled this way and that way, and you're thinking about the future and the past, and you know, funny memes here and there, and there's like so much shit floating around your head. It's hard sometimes to like be present, like fully, and just bring ourselves to be here in the moment, like now, you know. And so it reminded me of a training exercise that I learned a few years ago. I must have been like 23, I think. Yeah. Also, it was something I picked up. I had just gotten my first job bartending, and I was having a lot of fun. Fucking meeting a lot of people, and it was a great environment. I think I got a little bit carried away though. I was like partying really hard, and so I was I knew I had all these life goals that I wanted to do, all these things I wanted to accomplish, but I wasn't able to focus on it, and I knew, obviously, you hear that all the time, you focus on your goals, whatever you focus on, wherever attention goes, energy goes, So that's basically what it is. I'm sure the saying is like a little bit different. It's like where attention goes, energy flows. There it is. And so I knew that, but my attention was just so scattered, and I was not very disciplined. And so, in an effort to really put myself together and maybe start accomplishing some of the things that I wanted to, I researched real quick, some exercise, and I think it was a YouTube video or an article. I'm not sure, but the exercise that came up was super fucking effective, and it pretty much changed my life. I would say, I would venture to say that it really was a catalyst for, you know, getting into the whole meditation and all the doors that opens and all that shit. So super simple, you know, but it is fucking boring, So basically, what it is you sit in a spot, let's say in your room, probably is gonna be the most comfortable area for people. But you stare at the doorknob of a door. Like it's really that simple. It's you sit there and you come to when you stare at the doorknob, and your job is to basically just observe all the tiny details of it. The color, the this and that, the designs, the pattern, and that only gets you so far. But you're supposed to keep your eyes on it and keep your mind focused on it. And so what's gonna happen is when you first start doing it, your body is gonna be like, your program is gonna say like, dude, this is fucking stupid. Like this is boring. This is whack. I don't want to do this. And then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I gotta use the bathroom. I'm itchy. You know, you start thinking about shit your coworker said earlier, or you know, that cute dog you saw earlier. It doesn't matter. Like your body is literally gonna start like finding any excuse to do anything but that. You know, because it's so fucking boring. It's just like not stimulating at all, not mentally stimulating. And so your job is to recognize those thoughts. Just sit back and observe those thoughts as they're passing by your mind, your awareness, and then just let them pass by. Don't get too caught up in the loop of thinking about things. Just observe the thought and let it pass by. And you know, and then more thoughts will come up, and other distractions. So many distractions will start coming up, but you know, your job is to just bring your awareness back. Bring your awareness back to the doorknob. And so you start off at first. You put on your phone timer, let's say a minute or 2 minutes, you know, and you build up to 15 minutes. You know, that's what you want to build up to. So you practice it once a day. You know, it doesn't take that long. You know, nobody's that busy where you don't have fucking couple minutes a day to set aside and train your focus. So if you can get up to 15 minutes of focusing on this doorknob, I promise you're gonna be like fucking Superman compared to like half the people out there, because our attention spans are so fucking whack these days. You know, like it's so hard for us to focus. We've been conditioned through like constant stimulation. You know, we're always like, we need to have constant stimulation through like memes and like entertainment. Like if you notice the way videos are edited these days on YouTube and just like TikTok and all that, there's no time for like pauses in between the whatever the person's saying or the content. You know, it's all like they edit out all the spaces in between, so it's like constant stimulation. And so that is kind of like overstimulating. You know, it really trains our brains and our attentions to just, you know, have like little snippets of interest. We're always kind of seeking that little stimulation. And so once you can do that, you know, you can focus on something so boring and so bad for an extended period of time. That type of power is very, very useful, and it's going to open a lot of doors. First of all, with meditation, you know, the ability to just center yourself and focus, that's one of the key things. But also, when you want to start getting into like manifestation, as much as I fucking hate that word, it's fucking played out. When you want to get into those, like attracting like things and, you know, visualizing your ideal life and visualizing goals, you know, you have to hold the images in your head for at least, you know, 20 seconds, you know. And so the longer you're able to hold a certain vision in your head, the more power you're going to draw to it. Remember, where attention goes, energy flows. And so the longer you can hold your attention on one visualization, the more energy you're going to give it. And so the more likelihood that it's going to manifest into your reality. And so that's that right there. I mean, what else do you want? That's fucking superpowers, dude. And so another thing, let's say another way it will be helpful is it'll help you be more present with people. You know, let's say if you're having a conversation with anybody, you know, and a lot of times we're having a conversation with somebody, but a part of us is like in a different timeline. You know, we're fractured. You know, some of us is living in the future, worried about what's going to happen. A part of us is stuck in the past, thinking about what did happen. And, you know, it leads to like, you know, it's just a big distraction from the present moment, which in reality, the present moment is really all that exists. You know, the past is gone, the future don't exist yet. You know, it's still up in the air. So it really helped me be present, like with other people. And so I think that's a very nice gift you can give to somebody, is just to be with them right here with zero distractions, giving them like your full attention. And that's something that I think a lot of us have lost the art of doing. And so that's a very, you know, great like benefit right there. Another thing is, you know, some of the best videos on YouTube, you know, some of the best content, the most valuable lessons I've learned and picked up over the years, they're in videos that are 30 minutes long, an hour long, lectures and shit like that that are like long, and they're not always entertaining, they're not immediately stimulating, maybe the first 5-10 minutes might be boring as fuck and they're not really interesting, but if you can power through that, and you get into the meat of the video, let's say, 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in, that's where like the real gems are. That's where like the most valuable lessons are. And so, if you can move away from seeking, always having like the videos where, oh, I need to have all the information in 1 minute, or 2 minutes. If you can move away from that, from like expecting that, then you're gonna open yourself a lot of doors right there too. And so all around, it's focus is really the baseline of like building up and getting all the shit that you really want to improve for yourself. It's gonna improve your whole life, like all around. There's really no downside to improving your focus. And so yeah, so the exercise, super simple. Maybe I'll write it down and maybe post it up something. But yeah, it's not something that you just do it once and then now you have it forever now, because there's a lot of like things that erode our attention, as we go through our daily life. So from time to time you'll find yourself, maybe you'll have to come back and try it again, or maybe you'll find another way to build your attention. But yeah, this is definitely one of the most powerful exercises that I found that really got me started off into all this stuff. It really set the stage, I guess you could say. After I learned how to focus is when I was able to start, being more successful in like building the type of life that I really wanted. And so I know somebody else can find it useful for surely. Aside from that, I don't know if I have anything else to add. I'm gonna be starting a YouTube channel soon, so definitely looking forward to that. Just maybe I'll make a whole separate video about all that stuff. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for right now. Thanks.